Robert Bobby Wilson, better known by his stage name Bobby V, is an American recording artist, pianist, singer and songwriter. Early life and career beginnings. Bobby V was born on February 27, 1980, in Mississippi. He later moved to Atlanta, Georgia. Growing up, V listened to Michael Jackson, Tony, Tone, Marvin Gaye, Jodeci, and the Isley Brothers. Those were the artists that inspired him to become a R&B singer. He later returned to his peer, appearing on the debut episode of MTV's Once Upon a Prom, which aired on May 19, 2007. V entered the music scene in 1996 as a member of the R&B youth quartet Mr., at this time using his real name, Bobby Wilson. Under the production of Organized Noise, the group released their self-titled debut album, which produced the single Blackberry Molasses. However, the album did not follow in the same success, and despite a second album being produced by Tim and Bob, it was never released. Due to management issues, the group split in 1997. Bobby later enrolled at Clark Atlanta University, majoring in mass communications. While in school, Bobby V continued to record in his free time in hopes of one day returning to the stage. In the spring of 2002, he auditioned for Season 1 of American Idol, but did not make the cut. Armed with 3 albums of demos, he set out to pursue his music career dream. The demos reached Puff Daddy, who then forwarded them on to Ludacris and Disturbing the Peace president Cheka Zulu, and the rest is history, as Bobby says. Soon after being signed as the first R&B artist on Disturbing the Peace Records, Bobby was featured on the hit single Pimpin' All Over the World, from Ludacris' multi-platinum selling album The Red Light District in 2004. Career = 2005 a 07, debut album and special occasion = Bobby Valentino was released in the spring of 2005 through Island Def Jam and Ludacris's Disturbing the Peace label, and was certified gold by the RIAA, selling over 708,000 copies in the United States. Primarily produced by the hitmakers Tim and Bob, his first single, Slow Down, became a top 10 hit on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart and #1 R&B single Billboard R&B singles, receiving a large amount of radio and TV airplay. Also in 2005, he joined Bow Wow, Omarion, Marx Houston, B5 and Pretty Ricky on the Scream Tour 4. After the success of Slow Down, he released a second single, a remix of his song Tell Me featuring Lil Wayne, produced by Tim and Bob as well. The album's third and final single, My Angel, was released in the fall of 2005, however it gained little popularity. Gearing up for the release of his 2007 Sophomore Effort special occasion, V released the album's first single titled Turn the Page with mixed reviews. His second single, Anonymous featuring Timbaland, was released on April 9, 2007. Overall, the album received positive reviews from critics and audiences. = 2008 a 09, new label and the rebirth = In early 2008, V confirmed that he was no longer signed to either Def Jam or Disturbing the Peace during an interview with JBooth.net. He stated, due to the poor album sales of the second album, Special Occasions failing to reach gold or platinum sales, Bobby V was reportedly frustrated with the album's delays and less than expected sales, culminating in his decision to leave the labels. Although business ties have been severed, V maintains positive relationships with CEO Cheka Zulu, Ludacris and the Disturbing the Peace Def Jam staff. In April 2008, Come With Me was released through digital outlets and featured the single Another Life. In July 2008, 3 months after being dropped from Def Jam Recordings and leaving Disturbing the Peace Records, V signed a new deal with EMI, which will house his imprint Blue Collar Dreams. In regards to the new label, his manager and co-CEO of Blue Collar Dreams, Courtney Colt-Loof Stewart, stated, in addition, V announced the release of a new album titled The Rebirth. When asked about his powerful new album, Bobby stated, The Rebirth was released on February 10, 2009, under his new stage name Bobby V. The album's first official single, Beat featuring Young Jock, was released via iTunes on October 7, 2008. V's third studio album features production by Tim and Bob, Raphael Saadiq, LOS Da Maestro and Big Fruit. equals 2010 €11, Fly on the Wall equals, Bobby V released his fourth studio album Fly on the Wall on March 22, 2011. The first single was Phone, which features rapper Plies and was produced by Jazz Fair. In December 2010 Bobby V released his second single Words off of Fly on the Wall. In February 2011, Bobby V released his third single Rock With Core, a remake from the Bobby Brown 1989 album Don't Be Cruel. Grab Somebody, which features rapper Twista, will be his fourth single. Equals 2012, Dusk Till Dawn equals, Bobby V later appeared alongside rappers Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne on the song Sex in the Lounge from Minaj's second album Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded. In May 2012, Bobby V released the first single from his album, Dusk Till Dawn, titled Mirror, which features rapper Lil Wayne. On October 16, 2012, Dusk Till Dawn was released. The album sold 50,000 copies in the first week. Equals 2013, Peach Moon equals, in April 2013 Bobby V announced that he is currently working on a new project, Peach Moon. The first single from Peach Moon was Back to Love. Bobby V released Peach Moon on December 10, 2013. Equals 2014 Present equals, on January 28, 2015, Bobby V was featured in a single released by Gotti, called I Need a Girl. Discography. Studio albums, Bobby Valentino, Special Occasion, The Rebirth, Fly on the Wall, Dusk Till Dawn, EPs, Peach Moon, Mixtapes, The Rebirth Mixtape, 60 Minutes, Vitamin V, V-Day. Awards and nominations, Urban Music Awards, 2009, Urban Music Award for Best Male Artist, 2009, Urban Music Award for Best R&B Act. NAACP Image Awards, 2006, Outstanding New Artist. Soul Train Awards, 2006, Best R&B Soul Single, Male, Slow Down, 2006, Best R&B Soul or Rap New Artist. Vibe Awards, 2005, Realist Video, Pimpin' All Over the World. BMI Awards, 2005, Song of the Year, Slow Down. References. External links, official website.